Hello everyone. My name is Anu. Students, today will do the next lesson of class 3 English. Little Tiger, Big Tiger. Students, here we are going to read a story about a little tiger and a big tiger. Okay, now before starting this, let's see the TLOs. To enjoy the story with understanding, to encourage reading with correct pronunciation, to build the vocabulary and use the words meaningfully, to know animals and their babies and sounds. So, this story, Little Tiger, Big Tiger, is written by Lewis Hamilton Fuller. Okay, so this is the lesson plan I have made. Now, in this lesson, there is a big tiger mother and another is her cub baby tiger. Okay, let's know about the writer first. Lewis Hamilton Fuller was born in Bayonne, New Jersey on August 13, 1915. Her husband's job with the US Embassy led the Fullers to many countries around the world, such as Africa and India. This influenced her writings as her stories are placed in various regions and epics. Now, the books she has written are Little Tiger, Big Tiger, and the Swaroop Returns. Okay, students. So now, first of all, you tell me that what is the national animal of India? Yes, every one of you knows it. What is the national animal of India? Yes, it is Royal Bengal tiger. So, and this is called what we call a forest, which a place which is surrounded by trees. Now, this is a zoo, and you must have seen many animals in the zoo, right? Now, recognize these. This is lion, this is zebra and rhinoceros, elephant, giraffe, chimpanzee, kangaroo. Now, make a list of a few more animals you have seen in a zoo. You can name so many other animals you have seen, right? Now, let's see the young ones. Okay, the young ones means the babies of animals. Like the baby of duck is called duckling, baby of kangaroo is called joy, baby of deer is called fawn, pig, piglet, dog, puppy, cat, kitten, horse, colt, goat, kid, sheep, lamb, camel, calf, elephant, calf, cow, calf. And students, the baby of tiger is called a cub, and the baby of lion is also called a cub. So both the young ones of the tiger and lion are called cub. Now let's see the sounds of animals. Lion and tiger, they roar or growl. Goat and sheep bleats. Donkey brays. Horse neigh. Elephant trumpets. Okay, now till now we have learned the name of different animals, name of their young ones, sounds of a few animals, and what are they called, right? Now, let's start the story. There was a mother tiger and her small tiger cub. They lived near a river in a shady jungle. When the sky was dark, the mother tiger hunted for deer and pig. The tiger cub stayed close by his mother's side. Students, here there was a mother tiger and a small tiger cub. There was a mother tiger and her baby cub. They lived near a river in a shady jungle. Shady means where lots of trees are there. When the sky was dark, the mother tiger hunted for deer and pigs. Okay, when the sky was dark means at night. So the mother tiger, she used to hunt for deer and pig at night. The tiger cub stayed close by his mother's side, and the tiger cub, he used to stay close by his mother's side. Why? Because he was very small and he may feel frightened at night, right? So he used to stay close by his mother's side. So in this stanza, we have the new words shady, hunted, and stayed. Let's know their meanings. Shady means a place covered under shade, a place where sunlight cannot enter. And we can make sentence like the pedestrian took shelter under a shady banyan tree. Now hunted means killed someone for food. The shooters hunted a fowl. Then stayed. Stayed means remain in the same place. Early people stayed in caves. Now, in this stanza, students, you must have understood that where did the mother tiger and the small tiger live? Yes, try to answer these questions on your own because we have already discussed. Now, when did the mother tiger set out for hunting? Now, why did the mother tiger used to hunt at night? And why did the tiger cub stay close by his mother? Hmm? Well, let's discuss once again. Like, where did the mother tiger and the small tiger live? They live near the river in a shady jungle. Yes. When did the mother tiger set out for hunting? At night. Okay. When the sky is dark. Why did the mother tiger used to hunt at night? Because it is dark around. Okay, and she can hunt easily. Okay. Now next, let's see the next stanza. Next we have when the langur monkey saw her, he called a loud, harsh call. Watch out, a tiger is coming. The sambar deer bellowed. The kakadeer barked, and sometimes the game got away. She hunted then for jungle fowl, for peasant and for frog, or went to the river for fish. But she did not hunt every night. So here, when the langur monkey saw her, students, you must have seen this kind of animal is called langur monkey, right? And this is called sambar deer. This is kakkar deer. This is peasants. Okay, so now let's do it. When the langur monkey saw her, when the mother tiger, she goes for hunting, and a langur monkey saw her, what did he do? He called a loud, he called a loud, harsh call. Watch out, a tiger is coming. So he shouted, and in his language, he call out that a tiger is coming. So everyone, like it is a warning for all the other animals to go away, right? Because a tiger is coming to hunt. So, and the sambar deer bellowed. A sambar deer also cries. Okay, he also cried loudly. The kakkar deer barked. The kakkar deer also makes sounds so that every animal may know that a tiger is coming and they can save themselves from hunting. And sometimes the game got away. And because of their making sounds and their warnings, all the animals they go away, they hide themselves, and sometimes the game got away. And at the time, the mother tiger is not able to hunt anybody, so, and then she hunted then for jungle fowl. When she is not able to hunt big animals, at the time she hunted for jungle fowl, means jungle birds, for peasants and for frogs, or went to the river for fish. But she did not hunt every night. But that mother tiger, she did not hunt every night. So in this passage, we have the new words harsh, bellowed, and barked. Let's see the meanings. Harsh means unpleasantly rough. The child's harsh behavior hurts its parents. Now, bellowed, making a deep, loud roar, especially out of pain or fear. So the dog bellowed as it fell from the stairs. Barked, as you know, that sound of a dog, or to make a voice resembling a bark, the girl barked at the waiter. Right, so here in this stanza, we can cover these probable questions. Write the names of the wild animals mentioned in the story. You have to answer these yourself because you have read the stanza. Now here, which wild animals are talked about? They were, yes, tell me. Langur monkey, then sambar deer, kakkar deer, peasants, fish, frog, right? Okay. And what did the mother tiger hunt if she didn't get any large animal? She hunted for small animals, right? For the peasants, the frog, fish. Hmm? Okay. And what did the monkeys and deer do after watching the mother tiger in the forest? They make sounds and they give warnings to the other animals. Okay. Now let's see next. Now, just quickly, let's do the recap. We have done till now the home of the mother tiger and the tiger cub, their food, the time of mother tiger's hunting, the reason behind the tiger cub staying close to his mother, the escape of the wild animals, hunting smaller sized animals if the mother tiger could not hunt big animals, right? Okay. So, till now, you can read the first two stanzas of the story multiple times, learn the word meanings, and try to make sentences of their own, and try to solve the answers of the given questions after hearing the explanation. Now, here, students, solve the following table of animals and their babies' sound and homes. You must have done this kind of table many a times in the smaller classes or in the EVS. So here we can write the sounds and homes and young ones of these animals, and you can find out 10 more animals and write their babies homes and sounds for practice. Okay. If the moon was bright, the mother tiger lay down and waited for the dawn. She twitched the tip of her tail, and the tiger cub pounced on her tail again and again. So, students, here, if the moon was bright, it means if it is a full moon night, what will the mother tiger do? She will lay down and waited for the dawn. Dawn, students, that dawn is the first light of the day, right? In the morning, early morning, when the sun is about to come up, that time is called dawn. So, the mother tiger what will she do? She will lay down and waited for the dawn. She twitched the tip of her tail, and the tiger cub pounced on her tail again and again. What she will do, that she will move her tail up and down, and the tiger cub, he used to pounce, or he used to jump on her tail and again and again. It means that night when the moon is full and there is light all around, she did not hunt that night, and she just lay down and wait for the dawn. And the tiger cub, he used to play with her tail, right? So here the new words are dawn, twitched, and pounced. Let's see the meanings. Dawn means the time of the day when the sunlight begins to appear. The reddish sun can be seen at dawn. Twitched means moving or pulling something with sudden motion. So the rabbit twitched its ears. Now pounce means spring or jump suddenly as to catch prey. The cat pounced on the mouse. Right, students? So here we can know these questions, like, why did the mother tiger not hunt when the moon was bright? Because there is light everywhere. What did the tiger cub do in the lazy bright nights? He used to play with her mother, right? Next passage. If he went too far away, the mother tiger called him with a low, quiet grunt. The tiger cub came back, but he did not like to stay near his mother in the jungle at night. So now, students, when the tiger cub is becoming older, he's growing. If he went too far away, if the tiger cub went too far away, the mother tiger, how did she call him? She called him with a low, quiet grunt. Okay, she makes a low and quiet sound. The tiger cub came back, and but he did not like to stay near his mother in the jungle at night. But now, when the tiger cub has become, he has grown up, he has slightly grown up, he doesn't want to be near his mother's in the jungle at night because he himself wants to hunt, right? So, here the new word is grunt. Grunt means making a short, low sound. I can hear the grunts of pigs from this far. We can make sentence like this. And so we can know, how did the mother tiger call her cub? With a low and quiet grunt. Why did the tiger cub not like to stay near his mother at night? Because he himself want to hunt, because now he is growing up. Now let's see. Mother tiger did not hunt at bright moonlight. The fun game of the mother son duo. The mother tiger's watchful eyes were always on her son, and the tiger cub's unwillingness to stay near his mother. These all we have done till now. Let's see the next. One night the mother tiger was tired and closed her eyes. The tiger cub saw a tiny frog hopping along the ground. The tiger cub pounced, but the frog hopped away. He chased the frog and caught it, and turned to show his mother, but she was not in sight. Instead, he saw a tiger bigger than his mother near him in the jungle. Now, what happened, students? One night, when the mother tiger was tired and she was sleeping, the tiger cub saw a tiny frog, and the baby cub, he saw a tiny frog hopping along the ground. you know and what did he do? The tiger cub pounced, but the frog hopped away. So that means the tiger cub saw a little frog and he wanted to catch the frog, so he followed him. He chased the frog and caught it, and at the end he chased the frog and caught it. And then he turned to show his mother, and now he want to show his mother that, mother, see, I have caught a frog. But she was not in sight. But he didn't see his mother, she was not around. Instead, he saw a tiger bigger than his mother near him in the jungle. Instead, instead of his mother, what did he saw? He saw a very big tiger who was bigger than his mother near him in the jungle. And the tiger was standing near him in that jungle. So here the new words are hopped, chased, and sight. Now let's see the meanings. Hop means moved by a quick leap. The child hopped towards the washroom. Chased means followed someone to catch. The police chased the criminal. Sight means the thing that can be seen. The rising sun is a must sight for me every day. Okay, students. Now, here the probable questions are: what did the tiger cub notice one night? What did he notice? He noticed a frog. What did the tiger cub do when he saw the frog? He chased him. And who did the tiger cub see instead of his mother? He saw a big, very big tiger. Why did the tiger cub want to show the frog to his mother? Because he wanted to tell his mother that he has also hunted a frog, right? Okay. Now let's see the next stanza. The tiger's green eyes glistened as he watched the tiger cub. The tiger cub was frightened. He could not hide or run. He let the frog hop away. The tiger crept up closer to the little tiger cub. Now, the tiger's green eyes glistened as he watched the tiger cub. There was a big tiger, and when he saw the tiger baby, his eyes were glistened. They uh, glisten means they were shining, and and the tiger cub was frightened. He got scared because he could not hide or run, because he could not hide some anywhere, and he could not run. He let the frog hop away, and the frog which was there in his hand, he hopped away, and the tiger crept up closer to the little tiger cub. And that big tiger, he started coming near to the small tiger cub. The new words here are glisten, frighten, and cracked. Let's see the meaning, students. Glisten means shine with a sparkling light. The streets glisten in rain. Frighten means to become afraid. The story really frightened me. Crabbed. Crabbed is the second form of creep. Moved slowly and carefully. She crept towards the edge of the roof. Clear? Here you can know how did the tiger cub feel after watching the bigger tiger? He got scared. What are the meanings of the words glisten and cracked that we have already done? Okay, now, now here the last stanza of this story is but a roar filled the jungle, the roar of the mother tiger. She faced the tiger, she faced the other tiger, and he went away. The mother tiger liked to roar a loud, big tiger roar to tell all the other animals in the jungle that she was there. All the other animals in the jungle kept far, far away. Okay, when that big tiger was coming near to the tiger cub and he may attack him, right? But at the same time, what happened? A roar filled the jungle. There was a big, loud roar of the mother tiger. Okay, she faced the other tiger and she faced the other bigger tiger, and the tiger went away. And the mother tiger, she liked to roar a loud, big tiger roar because so that everyone in the jungle may know that she was there only with her son always. Okay, and nobody dared to touch him. And all the other animals in the jungle kept far, far away. So she likes to roar very loudly so that everyone may know in the jungle may know that she is there. Okay, and all of you, all the other animals in the jungle kept far away, very far away from them. So here, what happened when the bigger tiger started coming closer to the tiger cub? What happened? The mother tiger, she came and she roared loudly. Why did the mother tiger like to roar a loud, big tiger roar? Why? Because she wants to tell everyone, every animal in the jungle that she is there with her son. Yes, now here you have to arrange the jumble letters to form a word. Okay, these are the jumble letters and try to solve them on your own. Okay, thank you so much students for watching the videos. Stay tuned with me for my next videos. Till then, take care and enjoy learning.